Jen, thank you so much. And our team coverage continues right now of Hurricane Dorian as Governor Brian Kemp is minutes away from a press conference addressing how Georgia is preparing for whatever Dorian throws our way. Our Daniel Wilkerson is outside the Georgia Emergency Management Agency, which just opened moments ago and has more.
With the threat of Dorian making landfall, the big question, what effect could it have on Atlanta?
In Atlanta, a lot of people think that they're in the clear. They don't need to worry. That is not the case. Some of the
CBS 46 Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez says some of the worst flooding we've seen in North Georgia has been from the outer bands and the result of a tropical system. And that's why preparations are underway here at the Georgia Emergency Management Agency. GEMA opened its emergency operations at noon Thursday. That's where they have put together an incident management team to respond to crisis if needed.
As of now, a lot of uncertainty as to exactly where Dorian is going to make landfall and where it's going to go after it makes landfall. So we really have to watch this storm very closely, because even though it doesn't make landfall over North Georgia or Atlanta because we're not on the coast, that system, once it moves in, can produce very heavy rainfall even for North Georgia.
Here at GEMA, officials are monitoring fuel supplies. Discussions also underway on how to manage the state's most vulnerable, including the homeless, also inmates and the elderly in hospitals. For those living in Metro Atlanta with plans of traveling to the East Coast,
watch the weather very closely. Right now, all of Florida under the gun, but the cone of uncertainty does reach as far north as Georgia. So even if you're heading to the Georgia coast, you really need to watch the forecast closely.
That's something GEMA officials are doing, ready at any moment to help Georgians in need.
Now, Governor Brian Kemp expected to speak within the next hour. He's giving the same advice right now as our chief meteorologist. If you have a trip planned anywhere near the coast, check weather reports before you go. He says they're in constant contact with local governments to find out their concerns and what they need. So we will be streaming the governor's comments live on our free CBS 46 app. Well,